morning, guys. It is 11:10. Wow, it's already 11 on Monday, and today is the first day that I'm gonna be working remotely. If you didn't already know, I work in the finance field, specifically wealth management, and I work like normal 8:30 to 4:30 in the office, and I've never had to work remotely before, and neither has anyone in my office, so it's been kind of crazy. The idea of working from home seemed so good and nice, and I was really excited about it. You know, not having to go into the office every day, being able to relax just a little bit more and be able to get stuff done around the house while I'm working. But the reality of it so far has been just absolutely insane. The workload is already like very hard to deal with, and like in the office, I'm set up with 2 monitors that have all of my information on there that I need, and all my windows, and it's very like easy to switch through, and I have like my way of doing things. And now that I'm at home, I'm doing this all from one little laptop screen, and it is just so much worse. Plus the market is horrible right now. So yeah, and I have my headphones in because I keep getting phone calls that are like going to my work phone that I'm picking up on my cell, and it just makes it easier to not have to hold my cell phone to my face while I'm like doing other stuff. But my desk is already a disaster. I tried to set this all up nicely so that it would work well and it would be nice and smooth, but it has just been crazy. I just had like one little bowl of cornflakes for breakfast, and then I got a phone call in the middle of eating, so then I had to like scarf it down. And now it's getting close to lunchtime, and I have no clue what I'm gonna do for lunch. This is just a little bit more stressful than I expected. We're gonna do this for at least 2 weeks, I think. So I'll probably get used to it more in a couple days once I get into the swing of things. But yeah, it's really hard. This makes me appreciate working in an office and separating my home from my work. Working in the office is nice because when I'm done with work, I come home and then I don't have to do any work like for my job here, and I don't associate anything in this apartment with work, so it's like a relaxing space. Plus, my apartment is kind of a huge mess, so I need to clean all of this up because I cannot work in a space that is this messy if I'm gonna be here all day long, every single day. And this was also a good time for me to like look around my apartment and see what sorts of improvements I want to make. So on Amazon, I just ordered some black marble contact paper to put over this ugly like countertop area to hopefully make it look a little nicer. And then also I'm gonna get some backsplash, like just some what is it called, subway tile, to put like all across this wall to make it look nicer there as well. I was thinking about moving apartments because my lease ends in June, but we decided to just stick around here for another year because I would like to eventually buy a house in the next year or 2, and it seems like that might be a possibility, but I don't want to keep having to move every single year like I used to. And there are drawbacks to this place, but it is such a good price for rent, and it's in a very good location where I'm able to walk to work. So we're just gonna stick around here for another year. Hopefully they don't raise the rent too much. And so I thought it would be a good chance to do a little bit of DIY and just order some things that we want to improve the apartment, since we will be staying here a little bit longer. I'm lucky that my phone hasn't rung yet since I've been talking to the camera, but yeah, but what are you guys up to? Are any of you currently working from home? If so, what kind of work are you doing? What kind of sectors are you working in? So again, for me, I'm in wealth management. I work for a pretty large company, and luckily no one's getting laid off or anything. We're just trying to make this whole working from home thing work for a few weeks or however long this takes. But I hope everyone's staying safe. Please don't go out to the store unless you really need to. The quicker people start to follow these rules and stay quarantined, the quicker this will pass. But this is definitely very new for me and probably many of you as well. So yeah, but we're all in this together. We're gonna get through it and it will be fine. It's just stressful. So yeah, thought I would just check in. I'll check in a little bit later as well. But right now, this is the setup that I'm working with. See, this is like a huge mess. This is my bowl from breakfast. And I'm using this ring light because I don't have a desk lamp and it's so dark. One thing that I'd like to do is, I was looking at IKEA last night and seeing some of the stuff that we might be able to buy to improve on this space. And we saw some really nice curtains. I don't know if you can see from the video, but these blinds are not that nice. They keep getting really dirty and we have no idea how to clean them. And I think that it would just be nicer to have some nice sheer curtains to still give us a little bit of privacy, but to allow a lot more light to come in. Same with this window as well, and the one in the bedroom. So we were thinking about ordering some of that. Let's see. Also, I want to get some kind of like tapestry or something to go on this wall because it is just boring and ugly. And if we put a tapestry, like one of those macrame ones or something like that, if we put that up on the wall, we'd still have access to the heater and the speaker box thing as well, and it wouldn't be that hard to access. We also need to get something on this wall, like above this plant here. I was thinking maybe like some floating bookshelves to just add a little bit of storage space, as well as give this room a little bit more of a finished look. But yeah, that's enough of my rambling. I'm just gonna end it here because this is probably getting a little too long and I need to get back to work and figure out what to make for lunch. So yeah. Alright, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay guys, I'm just taking a little bit of a break here for lunch. I have some rice going. Let me show you. So I just have some rice, day-old rice with some egg whites. There's 2 egg whites in here. I made eggs Benedict yesterday, which only requires the yolks for the hollandaise sauce. So I saved the whites and I'm using them in my fried rice today. And then I bought this stuff while I was in Japan, and I have one left, so I thought I would just use it. Basically, you just turn the heat on. I can't really read this too much, but it looks like you just heat it up for a minute and then you put the packet in. So I'm just gonna mix this up. This isn't the healthiest lunch. Okay, it's been about a minute. So here's the packet. And then it says to mix this for 1.5 minutes. So it did start to slow down a little bit today. The calls were kind of intense this morning. So many people calling. And it's just been very stressful. Alright, here's the food. Actually, I'm just gonna sit over here with my work. Just in case. Just gonna open up a little space. Damn it. Anyone else still play this game? My boyfriend and I play this all the time. It's just like, I don't know, it's still so fun. So I ate my lunch, made some phone calls, answered emails, just like the usual kinds of stuff. And now that it's gotten a little bit slower, at least right now, I'm just starting to study a little bit. If you didn't know, I'm studying for my Series 66 at the moment. I just passed my Series 7, and before that, my SIE exam. And these are all exams that you need to become a registered representative. So, yeah, I gotta get through this book. It's so hard to study at home because you're at work all day and then you're expected to go home and do even more work and not have time for anything else. So I'm just studying a little bit, watching the little videos here, and I think I'm gonna make some tea. Okay, yeah, still have water in here. By the way, I am obsessed with this. My mom got this for me for Christmas last year, or well, 2 years ago, I guess. And I've been using this multiple times a day ever since I got it. It's the something fellow kettle. But yeah, you can set your own temperatures for different types of teas, and different coffees taste best at a specific temperature. So this is perfect for setting that up. And this long spout is perfect for a slow stream, which is used for doing pour overs, like a Chemex or something like that. So we're gonna be using this. This is just some matcha that I got while I was in Japan from this very, very good sushi place that I go to a lot. And this is nice because it's just, you can just refill it with different teas when this one's empty, and you just kind of it's about good. I don't have one of those ceremony whisks that people use when they are making green tea. I just use a chopstick just to make sure it's all mixed in. All right, back to work. All right, guys, it's 3:05. I have a little less than an hour and a half to go, and I am so tired right now. I'm just ready to take a nap. When it hits 4:30, I'm going right to bed for like an hour because I'm just so tired. I don't know why, but I couldn't get to sleep till kind of late last night, so that's catching up with me now. But yeah, it started to slow down a little bit. It's not as crazy busy as it was this morning, so that's good. I'm still getting some of my studying done here. But yeah, just the dishes, trying to take little breaks every once in a while because this can get pretty tiring. So we are almost done with the day, and then we gotta do this for another 4 days, and then for however many weeks until this all goes away. I think I'm gonna start getting used to this. By the end of the week, I think I'll be pretty comfortable here, and then once it's time to actually start going back into work, I'm probably not gonna wanna do that. It's a good experience anyways. I've always wanted to know what it was like to work from home. I always assumed that it's like a very glamorous, like, nice thing and that it would be way better than working inside an office, but I'm starting to kind of doubt that now, and I'm starting to realize how tough it can be to work from home. I feel like it takes a lot more energy to do things when you're at home versus at work. And I'm not one of those people that can like still be productive in their sweatpants and like no makeup. I have to do kind of the whole thing, whether I end up seeing people or I don't. I just feel like I get a lot more work done and I'm much more productive when I am dressed and fully ready as if I was going into work. So I like half got dressed today. I'm wearing joggers and this sweater, which these pants are definitely not business appropriate in any way. This sweater could be business appropriate if I put like a blazer over it, but I'm just gonna call that good. Maybe tomorrow I'll put real pants on and see if that has an effect. But yeah, also this chair that I'm using for work is just so uncomfortable. I think I'm gonna switch out with one of those chairs over here. All right, guys. It's 4:30, so my day of working at home is done. And it feels weird to be done with work now, but not have to go anywhere different. I'm just staying right where I was all day. If I had to do this forever, I would get like no exercise. I would probably never go outside, and it would be pretty bad. So it's kind of nice to do this for a little bit and to experience what it's like to work from home, and luckily have the opportunity and the job that allows me to work remotely during this time. Yeah, I don't know if I would trade office life for this type of life. I'm also just like a very introverted person most of the time, so if I was just working at home and I didn't have contact with anyone other than my boyfriend, I would definitely go crazy. I think that the nice thing about working in an office is that you have to communicate with people and you have to be around other people, and it's also just nice to have people in the office that are friends and people that you can chat with during the day. But in this situation, that's not really going to happen for a few weeks, so people just have to find different ways of communicating. And I think that more companies should have the option to work remotely, whether you're just, taking a day or two a month just to work from home. If you're able to do it, I don't really see what the issue is. I think that more companies should allow that. The company I work for doesn't do that, like, at all, but I think the whole situation may spark a change in the way that we do work in America and the way that we are able to get things done and the technology that we have. I mean, we've already been forced to make a bunch of technological advancements in this short period of time to allow everyone to give everyone the capabilities of working from home, and it's definitely a work in progress, but I think that it's pretty good. I think that we're definitely heading in the right direction as far as that goes. I think that's enough of my rambling. I'm probably going to vlog throughout the week and next week and possibly beyond throughout this work from home situation. I think that this might be kind of interesting to look back on in a couple years when this is all a distant memory. This is how I cope with not having social interaction, is I just talk to the camera. So that's what we've come to, and it's only been day 1 of quarantine. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Stay tuned and let me know if you have any questions or comments or anything specifically that you want me to do a video on, and I would be happy to do so. And I will catch you in my next vlog.